Good morning. Hi, everyone. I'm wearing my Alpine shirt today because it's going to be fast. Although Alpine's been on the struggle bus this season in F1, so they haven't been particularly fast. But they are, because all the F1 cars are super duper fast. When you actually look at the qualifying times, like they differ by like a second or two. That's pretty fast in terms of differences. Okay. Let me check the comments. Good morning, Stacy. Welcome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Last night we had our fine-tune class. Fantastic. I cannot believe the advances that have happened in fine-tuning since January of earlier this year. And as I told the group last night, nobody has this stuff figured out. Like nobody has fine-tuning for fiction writing super nailed down. So if you want to join the Future Fiction Academy, we are on the forefront of solving fine-tuning for individual authors, different data sets. There's now fine-tuning available for Google, and also fine-tuning for OpenAI got a lot better and with a lot more options. So that was fun last night. I want to thank all the people who came to the class last night. All right, today, we have Instalove. I did do a teeny tiny bit of work while we were separated, but I'll show you what that is. A new version of Raptor did go live this morning, version 24. The release notes are in the release notes. Again, the tool that we're going to be using is Raptor, which is free for everyone to use. You joined the free class on Teachable. The reason we require the class is because there's actually training in that class to teach you about tokens and context length and prompting, basic prompting and everything like that. It also has some information on how to use Raptor. We also do have a link in that class for a class just on Raptor itself, if you would like that. The other thing too, that the free course does, Raptor is free, but you do need to use OpenRouter. And if you're using OpenRouter, you have to at least put like $5 in. So there's a $5 layaway escrow Kmart kind of situation going on. But honestly, it takes a long time to use that up. Yesterday, I used 33 cents of my my OpenRouter funds, and we did 4,000 words. So, all right. So let's get into it. Let me check the comments. You're here, Rhiannon. Good. Glad to see you. Stacy, you too. See, I told you he's my favorite too. He's just so sweet. And I'm just so mad at what happened to him from Red Bull. Like, I'll never forgive Red Bull. I'll never, ever forgive it. Good morning, Danny. Good morning. Good morning, Rick. Good to see you. Raptor is growing and changing fast. He's not. He's getting stable. He's about to be dinostasis here pretty quick, meaning he's like set. But the reason why he is, we're trying to get things stable and stuff like that is because him and Rexy are going to be combined together to make Rexy 2.0. And that's going to be really awesome too. Yeah, they did it to Albin as well. And I'm gutted for Albin. But I love that Pierre has a whole line of clothes that are like never give up and just like, yeah, he's thrived since Red Bull. I think Red Bull's just toxic. Danny says she prefers Lewis. I also like Sir Lewis. And yeah, I was gutted for Lando. I have very strong opinions about what happened at Monza. And no, I don't think Oscar Piastri deserves anything. He's brand new. He needs to pay his dues. Okay. Any other teammate making a move on their teammate on the first lap like that, allowing another car to get through would be vilified. But for some reason, they're like, oh no, Oscar just did an awesome move. I think Lando was under the impression that they were not using papaya rules until second lap. So until they had some seconds. Sunday should have been 1-2 McLaren, but they gave it up to Ferrari. And I'll stand by that. Yeah, McLaren is talking team orders. Okay, we are not here to talk F1 as much as I love F1. I'm glad I've made everybody else addicted to. If you have no idea what we're talking about, I really encourage you to check out Netflix's Drive to Survive. You will get hooked. It is a soap opera. It is an amazing soap opera. I don't know why this thing hasn't caught on more. I mean, it's everything you could want, right? It's cute men and boys who like have Peter Pan syndrome, who never grow up. It's vroom vroom, fast cars. It's nerdy stuff of engineering. And also the drivers are kind of nerdy too. They play a lot of sim and everything. It's international. It's a bunch of millionaires and billionaires, and it's glamorous. And like, it's every other weekend or every couple of weekends. So it's all year round. I'm like, this is just right for storytelling. So, anyway, sports romance, right? Okay. So let's get into Instalove romance. And thank you everyone for joining me this morning. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and make myself small. Boop. Okay. So a little bit that I did yesterday while we were parted is I went ahead and started my story Bible. And you guys are very familiar with that prompt where it's just, make a story Bible. Excuse me. Read chapter 1, make a story Bible. If you don't know how to do this, check out last week's playlist, week 1 on the channel. And you'll see me do this after every single chapter. So I have 1655 words, which is the story Bible, which is probably more words than, honestly, it's interesting because each one of these is 4,000 words. So I have about half of it in a story Bible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the story Bible on. In the write a story, hey, Google Gemini, do that, flesh out the core characters, bright spirited young woman. I'm going to say that she owns and works in a bustling. Okay. And I'm going to say that she loves vintage stuff. Her days are filled with the aroma, blah, 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 working class family. Okay. Financially dependent. And then we have Liam. He has past experiences with gold diggers and people who only saw his wallet have made him wary. He believes that, I don't say gold diggers. That's not, I hate that word. That's so, ugh. Past experience with vapid women of upper class families. There we go. Okay, his biggest fear is that he'll never find someone who loves him for the man he is, not the money he has. His voice is usually soft-spoken and gentle, occasionally punctuated with sharp wit that cuts through pretense. Okay. Do what you need to do next. All right, so I'm going to take out this stuff. We're going to take that out just so that it has exactly the information I need. And I'm going to say, we are writing a short contemporary romance novella of about 20 chapters. Okay, cool. Cool. Remember the story is hinging. Now let's craft the initial meeting. Let's take this all out because this was all for scene 1. So this is just kind of like the background information here for like this, this is actually like the story premise. Cool. I'm going to turn that on as well as the story Bible so far. I'm going to come over down to this blank title and I want to have 20 chapters in this Instalove romance. Reading the story Bible above, can you outline the next 17 chapters? Okay, so actually we're gonna work this in the steps. Let's plan out the major plot and a subplot. Okay, and then let me just check my AI settings here. The 4.0 mini I don't like. I'm gonna go with I'm actually gonna give Gemini 1.5 Pro a chance to do this morning. See what it's got in the tank. And we'll go to 8192 and let's see what it's got. So plan it all out. The retro roast. Okay. So we've done that. They share connection and music. They navigate. Elena grapples with independence and past relationship with Max. True identity as a tech millionaire is exposed. Feels betrayed. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm going to thumbs it up and I'm going to say, revise that to make it more realistic, faster pacing, add in a subplot for each character and a big gesture. Let's see what we got. It's running. Because, yeah, this stuff is all very vague. Okay. Now we have Liam struggles to reconcile. She feels betrayed. Dreams of expanding her coffee shop into a community hub. Okay. Invest in her vision, believing in her talent. Now that would be a good thing. To support. Okay, I think I've got an idea of what I want. So I'm going to thumb this all down because I don't want it. I now know what I want as far as the plot goes. So here we go. So I'm going to tell it this so that way it can go ahead. So main plot is Liam and Elena falling in love. The obstacles to this are Elena's misgivings about his wealth and what he expects from a woman like her. She shouldn't find out. She shouldn't really look to see who he is until after they've had sex. Okay. Elena's misgivings. I don't know why that. Oh, I see. I'm missing an eye. Okay, there we go. Then, after Elena meets Liam's family, she is made to feel like she has nothing in common with his mother and sister. Her vintage vibe is totally not like them. Then the rent on her coffee shop is going up by 25%, the full legal limit. Elena is heartbroken because she doesn't see a way to make that up. Secretly, Liam suggests Liam gets Max to suggest to Elena that she should consider financial backing for expansion. Liam secretly invests in Elena's company as a shadow LLC. When Elena finds out, she is livid and believes that Liam is trying to control her, or worse, take over her business. Are we liking this so far? I mean, it feels a little, I would be emotionally upset. Elena and Liam have amazing chemistry. And one of their big dates, I had this idea last night, that freak Elena's friends out is a tech-free detox weekend at Liam's cabin. Liam is rich. Okay. Take over her business. I feel like I wrote myself into a corner here. Secretly invests in Elena's company as a shadow LLC. When Elena finds out, she's livid and believes that Liam is trying to control her, or worse, take over her business. Liam tries to defend himself, but Elena calls out language in the contract. And Liam says that's just standard that his legal team did. He'll get it fixed. Elena emphasizes to Liam, she doesn't want his money. She wanted him. But she doesn't know if she can trust him. Okay. Liam has challenges as his father's health declines. His mother is giving him more and more pressure to hire a CEO for whatever it's called, Novatech or whatever. Novatech. And take over and take his rightful place at Caldwell Enterprises. Liam is angry, points out his sister can do it, but his sister is more interested in jet setting around the world. Liam tells his mother to hire a CEO for Caldwell. The family will still control. And his mother is like, no way. No, I can't put that. Rejects that idea. What else? What else? What else do I want? Also, Liam's deal with Australia falls apart because Jake made a mistake and Liam has to fly out to Australia to make it better. He brings Elena with him, inviting her as a try to make it up to her and work through their trust issues. This happens after the Australia deal. Elena ends up being a great help because when Liam tries to solve the problem with money, with just more money, it was Elena who listened and realized they just wanted assurances that staff would not be fired for at least 3 years after the merger. Okay. In the end, Liam realizes he loves Elena and can't function without her by his side. His grand gesture to apologize is to get the legal team to redo the contract. And when the legal team says they can't, he's livid and instead adds Elena to the LLC with the 51% stake. How would he present that to her? I think one afternoon after the cafe closes, Liam leaves work to meet Elena at her cool apartment before she takes her her daily nap, and apologizes and gets on one knee to beg her Elena laughs because she was worried he was crazy and proposing after a few months, and Liam laughs and says, nah, I have to save that for the next time. No, that's not good. I'm not happy about that romance. I don't know that he gets down on one knee. I don't know. I'm going to check the chat here. Let's see what we think. Oh, hello, everybody. We have lots of hellos. Okay. To meet Elena at her cold before she takes her daily nap, apologizes and gets on one knee, proposing. And Liam says, And Liam makes a joke, makes a tease. That when he proposes, it won't be with a stack of paper, a stack of forms to fill out. There we go. That's funny. That's funny. Elena says yes. They're already in business together. She'd be crazy to say no. Besides, she has 51%. But Liam points out he can fix Bertha. Okay, so that's cute. And I'm going to say, go ahead. Turn that into a full outline. And where there is a sex scene, just say sex scene, and I will write those later. Okay, let's go ahead and get this outline going. Oh dear, did not receive, try a different model. Okay. So we'll do, no. I don't want to highlight. I took out the sex scene part and let's see. That last line is always so important to the LLM. It's taking a long time. Interesting, it did not run. And I did not get an error. Okay, project. Story Bible is all on. Okay. There we go. So now it's doing that. Across sparks fly as he fixes the malfunctioning machine. Copy chemistry and concealed identities. Perfect. Okay, I want to see more. I hate having to wait before I can scroll. Okay. Novatech. First date concert. She'll treat him differently. Oh, I like that. Does he see her as an equal or just a distraction from his privileged life? He secretly sets up an LLC. She feels manipulated. Controlling language. I don't think that this is right. I'm going to thumbs it up because it's following. Oh, there's more here. That's why it was all screwed up. That would explain a lot. I'm going to copy this and I'm just going to move it to a new document. And so possible outline. I might just take what I've got and then let it just pants it. All right. So I'm going to try one other model real fast and see if I get something better. I'm going to go back to my baby boo, which is ChatGPT 4.0, and let that one just run. Full outline. So it's got the morning rush. It knows this, the work-life balance. See, 4.0 just understands better what we're doing here. It actually picked up what's already happened in those chapters. It's just a better model. Confides in Marco. Okay, I like it. Liam stops by. Okay. Prepares a romantic dinner. Yeah, this is a lot better. Max suggests. Oh, Max. Okay. Elena's point of view, Liam's point of view. This is pretty good. This is much closer to what I want. So yeah, I'm going to thumbs this up. This is good. We're going to work with this. We're going to work with this. This is the outline. Okay. So we're going to toggle this on and bring it up here. I'm going to turn off the story Bible. Actually, I'll leave the story Bible on and I'll have the outline on. I don't need the story information here. Actually, I will leave it on because it says like what the people's characters are and stuff like that. So, okay, chapter 1, chapter 2, possible outline. Yeah, we'll just throw you up here just in case I want it. So new document, we are right at 9 o'clock. So 30 minutes in. Y'all know the plan. Chapter 4. Make a plan to write chapter 4. Boop. So it's going to make that plan. Actually, it should go Liam's. Okay. Now thumbs it up. And Liam, let's see here. Elena invites her. It's hot. Liam. Not taking her up on he has a better idea. So if it is a serial killer cabin, they know where I went. This is funny. And Liam laughs along and texts her the address so she can even Google it. Okay. We need to go to Marco. And Elena. Agrees to the cabin. And we don't need all of this acceptance baloney faloney. Maybe I'll change this. She considers looking him up. That she wants to accept what the universe gives unconditionally. She's a little woo. She calls Marco. I don't think she's going to call Marco. She calls Max. That he thinks Liam is linked to the Caldwell Enterprise people. Who? Elena asks, and Max laughs that they own half the real estate of downtown. Max encourages her to go. And if she doesn't go, then she can come right over to his apartment. Excuse me. And asking what to pack for the cabin. Okay, so there we go. I like that. That's a better idea. And that way it establishes Max so that later I can use him. Okay, so we have that. That's 917 words. And I'm going to say, write chapter 4 using at least 2,000 words in the same style as previous chapters from Elena's point of view. All right, I'm going to turn this off because we're still early on in the book. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on, not chapter 4, chapter 1 and chapter 2, so that it knows how we're writing. And I'm going to go ahead and switch my model to Claude. So we'll go to Claude Sonnet and we'll go. $3 a.m. Okay. Liam Caldwell, politician's son, or worse, was he married? No, Liam wasn't that kind of guy. Morning, boss. Morning, Marco. Ready to caffeinate the masses? How was your hot date last night? Girl, your face is redder than our holiday cups. It was more than nice. Caldwell, as in Caldwell. I don't know. He's one of those Caldwells. Like, buy and sell this whole plot kind of money. Can't say I blame the guy. A day, give it time. Okay. Because, girl, I saw him when he came in yesterday, and damn. Aw. Didn't you say his dad was in the hospital? Yeah, you're right. I'm sure he's got the anticipation. Okay. I've been watching rom-coms lately. Sue me. Okay, that's great. But now I'm going to like change that line to something from a very famous rom-com. So I wasn't sure if I'd see you today. Better. Listen. Sure. A not so subtle thumbs up. I love that. Okay. How would you feel? No cell service, no internet, just peace and quiet. With a man I just met? I don't know. It's not that I don't want to. I barely know you. A cabin in the woods with no cell service? That's like the beginning of every horror movie ever. Maybe even have them check in on us. And if at any point you feel uncomfortable, we come straight back. Friday it is. Well, what happened? Are you guys official now? Oh my God. Whatever secret he was keeping was strong. If Liam had a story to tell, I wanted to hear it from him, not from some impersonal internet search. Elena, babe, what do I owe the pleasure? Okay, so I need to fix only Marco or Max can say it. Like, you can't have both of them do it. So I think I'm going to cut Max completely out. Or do something funny. I don't know. A hot tub? Okay. All right, so thumbsing up, being it. This is good. I'm going to take this out. Boop. We just got 2278 words. So let's fix some things. I kind of like Marco. And I don't like the conversation with Max. So I think Max needs to be a different conversation. To what do I owe the pleasure? I think it's more of like, I need your help. I'm getting away for the weekend. Ah. With the mysterious Mr. Caldwell. So yeah, I'm taking that out. Janine and Marco are great. But if there's an issue with the cafe, can I tell them to call you? And I could hear another voice, feminine, in the background. Shh. He hushed and announced it was a work call. I was a work call. I waited a few moments and then Max came back to me. You, Elena, we should give her like a full name. Let me check the chat, see how we're doing. Harper says, I love 4.0. Christina says that you've been getting Gemini issues and it wasn't anything steamy. It would warrant. Yeah, I think Gemini's just getting hammered right now. Harper says that she always says intimate moment instead of sex scene. That seemed to like better. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Rhiannon, I am such a pantser that making a plan is my worst nightmare. Hopefully I'm helping the people who are pantsers. I'm just making a plan for that scene, like the scene as I'm hearing it. And I have this grand plan a little bit, like the beats, but it can change as we move through the story for sure. I want to give her Liliana, Marie, Rodriguez Smith, R. Taking a vacation. Mon Dieu. Has Mr. Caldwell, what would be the, brainwashed is kind of silly. It's too soon. Give me a break. All the time. Max chuckled. A day. Perhaps. The cafe is closed every Sunday. A day, sure, but you still clean and work when the cafe is closed. I groan. I think I'm mixing up my tenses. Yeah, I groaned. Wait, now I'm confused. Are we present tense or are we past tense? It's all past tense. Okay, thank God. Okay. Let's go down to the Max thing. Rodriguez Smith are taking a vacation. Did I misspell this? I must have. Okay. A day, sure. But you still clean and work when the cafe is closed. I groaned. Can I count on you or not? Anytime, babe. And hey, if it doesn't work out, you know where to find me. Are all wrong. With the same last name. Would I be upset? Okay. I can't wait to see you. Okay. Max was right. But my gut says I needed to pursue this. After all, it's the perfect romantic comedy. Girl works at coffee shop, meets rich, handsome guy. I was ready. No. I realized something. It was just a weekend. I could have fun and come back and tell Mr. Liam Caldwell, thanks, but no thanks. Impulsive people do this kind of thing all the time, right? Okay. Take all that out. 22222. Cool. Google Drive. Go to Drive. Tracking for each week. I'm on week 2. All right, we are at 9:19. I likes it. I think we need a scene from Liam's point of view now too. Honestly, I think I need a scene in between 3 and 4 with Liam, but I don't know. Let's go to the outline here. We can't go straight to the cabin getaway. All right. So I'm going to do a new document. Let's plan a chapter 5. Jake insists the Australia call went well. He's lying, but Liam doesn't know that. And then the mother calls, and there's all this pressure about Friday night is a meeting of the board, is an informal meeting. And Liam says he has plans. the mother says she called his secretary. He can go to that ghastly cabin of his grandfather's. On Saturday. Liam pushes back. No. Dad is fine. He's out of the hospital. And I'm living my life. Then Liam gets the text from what's her name? Elena, about what to pack. And he responds back and fantasizes about her body in a bathing suit. Or without a bathing suit. And the chapter on Liam getting it together. Because the only thing at the cabin is a landline and a fax machine. Go, go, go. Oh, it just started writing it. Really? No issue at all? They're fully on board with our proposal. Oh, I should take this. Liam, darling. Oh, no. This is not good. I know what I did wrong. I didn't change my model. So Sonnet sucks at making a plan. So it's going to make a plan for chapter 5. It didn't make a plan. Interesting. I'm living my life, Liam. Wilderness retreat with God knows. I spoke with your secretary. Family comes first, Liam. The constant pressure. Sorry, Mother. Very well. I avoided. A landline and a fax machine. Yes. Of course. Anything else? Yes. My parents' secretary. Thanks. You're the best. Okay. It's not bad. It doesn't seem to have the same spirit. So I'm going to go with 50. I'm going to highlight this project. I'm going to turn on. So this is chapter 5. I'm going to highlight for revision. And this is the new revised prompt, by the way. So I'm going to go over to Sonnet and I'm going to click revise. And I want to prompt preview for you so you guys can see the new prompt. So it says what the revision is. Additional context. So here's the additional context that it gives. And we have all this information. And then it highlights what to passage. And then the additional instructions are what I'm going to put into the box. So I'm going to say here, this is correct for what I want, but I want more feeling and emotion in the scene. I want better, more realistic dialogue. more back and forth. I want the interaction with Jake to be longer and more suspicious. Later, I want that hotter. And I want him to tell his secretary to send a bunch of cool stuff to the cabin, like roses and chocolates and, you know, food that you would send for a sexy getaway weekend. Oh, also, expensive coffees, since she is a roaster herself. Okay, so submit. So I gave it the instructions. Let's see what Claude can do. Okay, so about Australia. Mate, it went smoother than a koala's backside. Begged us to take their money. I trust you with my life, but right now I'm not sure I trust you with the company. Okay, there were some hiccups. They pushed back on the licensing terms hard, but I swear I've got it under control. Define under control. Look. Besides, don't you have more pressing matters? Maybe, but that doesn't mean I can just abandon the company. Duty calls. I'll let you handle that one, boss. But seriously, have fun this weekend. You've earned it. Hello, Mother. Mother. Very well, Liam, but remember, actions have consequences. And of course, I'll take care of it, sir. All right, I'm going to right click and keep all because there's parts I like of both. That one's a little bit too quick, but I like the dialogue between Jake better. So that'll be the next thing that I need to do is to kit bash these two things together. So this is where I really wish we had a kit bash situation here, but that's okay. So I'm going to take this out and I'll go ahead and start kit bashing this really fast in the last 2 minutes. Mate. I'm going to just grab this stuff here. Okay, so I'm going to grab this stuff here. All right. As he waited. Ask about the Australian negotiation. Mate. Cut the act, Jake. What really happened? Don't you trust me? What aren't you telling me? This was a regular promise between us. Okay, fine. Define under control. Look, I may have promised them a bit more. I know, but trust me, this weekend it's going to work out. Besides, but that doesn't mean I can just Okay, I like this. Besides. And right now I was definitely distracted. All right. Sure. Okay. I think it's clear he left the office. Jake dipped out. Liam, darling. I've been in meetings. Dinner together tomorrow night. Okay. We Control X. Cancel them. Let me come down here. Mother. Actions have consequences. Okay. No. Define under control. Okay. So let me bump this down so that I can see this a little bit better. And let me check the chat. Okay. Going to bed. Cool. Good morning, Pam. I'm almost done. I'm just finishing up this last little section here. And then, Mother, I've made a commitment. And Dad is fine. It's huge. Hello, Mother. I've been in meetings. What's going on? Cancel them. We need to discuss some important matters. I cannot, and I will not. You call and schedule with Sarah. Yes, I know. Yes, I spoke with your secretary. Yeah, Mother, I've made a commitment. Let him rest and he'll live longer. I'm sorry, Mother, but I'm not rescheduling. I'll be back on Sunday and we can talk then. I'm sure whatever it is can wait until then. she hung up. It was always me and never my sister. No. Charlie. With whoever was her boyfriend these days, splashed across the tabloids. With zero responsibility. Lottie. Whoever her boyfriend was these days. Just as about to dive back into work. What should I pack? Okay. No, this is a better one down here. Yeah. Okay. Quick question. Okay, so I got all that done. There we go, 1302. That's fine for right now. Okay, so that's the end of today's session. So we got 222 and 1302. So we'll put that on the tracker. Equals 1302 plus 22. All 4 twos. So not bad. This was 1 hour. And let's see what Open Router says I spent today. Open Router says, an activity. Today we have spent 49 cents. I'm not surprised because it's getting longer. So that's what happens. And the cost per word equals this. Okay, it's the quantity. This plus this divided by this plus this. And I'm doing it this way so that people can see how things, oh, I did it the other way around. My bad. Okay, equals the quantity of this cost plus this cost divided by the quantity of this number plus that number. No. B4. There we go. So you can see slowly the cost per word is creeping up because as we're getting longer and longer, we're spending more because I'm sending more information. That's the whole point of this. So totals equals sum of the day here. So we're at 7,500 words on this little novella. And it goes faster as you get further down into the story because you know what's going to happen. And we spent 82 cents. So there we go. Alrighty, let me pop back over to the chat. I agree. A kit bash tool would be great. Sorry. I'm having issues this morning. Just flummy. Okay. I am so thankful for these little times together. So hopefully people got to see that writing with AI is not as simple as I click a button, I get stuff. Because I mean, you can, but you get crap stuff. It really takes getting your hands in there and kind of directing and orchestrating. And it's okay if your first thing is like, I want this, and then it does that. And you're like, no, I don't want that. Because you can iterate, you can change. I'm having a freaking ball with this story and working with it. Could I have written those exact same words sprinting for the same amount of time? Actually, yeah, I could. But do you know what would happen? I would pay for it. I would have intense pain for the next day or two because of my neck issues. So writing with it, I can keep my posture up. I'm not doing this. I'm literally like reading. So it's, at least for me, it's definitely an accessibility tool. But I do know that people have been debating that. And I know that other people with disabilities or challenges or autoimmune disorders and chronic health conditions have been, saying, well, I did it without it. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people. I've had an autoimmune disorder since I was 15. And I have many friends who have chronic health issues or disabilities or problems. Not once has any of us been like, well, you have to do it the way I do it. I don't know anybody who struggles to get things done, to have an opinion or anything like that. So I'm calling question mark on these people who are anonymous commenters on the whole Scrivener AI thing. Danny says that they have also similar neck problems and it sucks. Yeah, it really does. You're wondering if there's a duplicate document. Tiffany, to duplicate a document, you right click and then you select duplicate document. So if you're inside of Raptorite, let me add it to the stage here real fast. I'll show you. You just right click and duplicate document on a document. Yep. There you go. And Danny says, that's why I took up dictation. Same. Me too. How long has it been for dictating? Well, in 2014 is when I made the post on keyboards about how to train my dragon. Still there. I started using dictation 10 years ago because of pain and issues with my neck. I was 27 years old when my hands started going numb. And I went to doctors and things like that. And they were like, oh, it's just peripheral neuropathy. And, they did nerve studies and things like that. Stuff was slow, but it's not carpal tunnel. It's issues with my neck. So when I was in high school, I lost my ability to walk. I lost an entire year and a half of high school. I was homebound. I had to teach myself calculus, which did not go very well, and AP US history, which did go well. I got a 5 on my exam. Anyone who has any kind of struggles is never looking at somebody else who struggles and says, you must struggle the way I tell you you must struggle. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. So, and then if anyone really does believe that and says, well, no, I struggle and I want everyone else to struggle like me, let me know. Come say that to my face, because I'd like to look you in the eye and see that you're someone who wishes suffering on somebody else. But the truth is, AI does not have to be a tool just for people who are disabled or who have challenges. It's a productivity tool. It's just a productivity tool. It's going to be as common as email. Okay. No one is sending letters by the post office anymore for routine things that they can just send an email. And that's what AI is going to be. AI can't replace humans fully. It has to have a human there to run it and to direct it. And that's where the new skill set is, because it does take skill. All right. I will get off my soapbox. I know you guys all agree, but thank you all so much for coming every morning. Tomorrow morning, we will be at 10 a.m. Eastern for another 2 hours because it's Wednesday. Thursday, I will not be live because my father's having surgery, minor surgery. No big deal. He'll be fine. But I am going to go be with my parents for that. And then Friday, we will be back at 10. And also, I am adding a Saturday session to make up for the fact that I'm missing Thursday. I'm just trying to be true to myself and get 5 writing days a week. That's what I'm trying to do. That's between 1 to 2 hours a day. So that's my rule for myself. And it's paying dividends. 2 days and I've had 7,000 words on this story that was nothing before that. So I'm pretty happy. And at this rate, add to stage. Let's see here. I know I do have a meeting at 10 that I have to go to. At this rate, let's see, how many words am I getting per hour? Yep, that's the total hours. Let's see here. I'm just going to do it right here, rate per hour. So this divided by this, I think we're at 2,500. Yeah, 2,500 words per hour. Not bad. I'm not upset about that. The old me, when I was doing sprinting and things like that, it would be, usually we would sprint for 20 minutes and I could get between 700 and 1,000 words. So, but again, it's just very painful for me to sprint and to type like that. So, I'll go ahead and share, Tiffany. I agree. I've written the normal way, but with my vision getting worse, AI has been a boon. Exactly. And as Susan says, 2,500 good words per hour. Yes. Exactly. And Eden says, yeah, just because some disabled people don't use it doesn't mean it doesn't help other disabled people. Exactly. My daughter is autistic and ADHD, but she is not as severely autistic as other people who are autistic. And so she doesn't need some of the same accommodations that other people do need. But she would never be like, you can't have a visual schedule because I don't need a visual schedule or something like that. But my daughter literally learned how to spell and how to write using adaptive technology. We tried workbooks and things like that. Didn't work. What worked for her is her iPad. Everything needed to be active. It had to be touch, tangible. So she would play Roblox. She would talk on Discord to family members and friends. And she literally would type. And then as she didn't know how to spell a word, she'd sound it out. And then she'd find the autocorrect up top and then choose the autocorrect. And I'm not kidding. That is how that kid learned how to spell. And it's not because I sucked at teaching her how to spell. We did every spelling primer, workbook, test thing, blocks, all kinds of stuff. But what really finally clicked for her was that she could push the button and speak and then see the words and then type the words and pick the word. And it's the same way that Duolingo is teaching me French right now. It's just in the same kind of way. So, and the reason I say that is because that also is AI. It's the same, similar technology. The autocorrect one, trying to predict the next word, absolutely is the same kind of algorithm. And the text to speech also has a predictive quality to it because it's not just translating what it hears, it's also trying to predict what you said. So that this is also sometimes why you say something and it comes up with something completely different. You're like, that is not what I said, because it decided you were trying to say this. And as Susan says, she had a valid reason for the learning. That matters, yeah. You want to know how I taught her decimals? The gas pump. That's how she understood. Oh, as we're pouring this in, it's counting up little fractions and stuff of the gallon. That's what made that connection for her. Okay, everyone. I have to go. I have a meeting in 12 minutes. Thank you so much. High fives. Again, it's Raptorite, and anybody who would like to join the Future Fiction Academy, Susan, I believe, just joined yesterday. I know I'm calling you out, Susan. Apologies, but it was great to see you in class last night. But it's futurefictionacademy.com/trial. So it's a free 7-day. You get 7 days for free. You can come to classes. You can come check it out. And even if you do decide to start it and you don't like it for whatever reason, we do also offer a full refund policy because we're authors. So if you get another week in and you're like, no, you can let us know and we refund. No big deal. We're authors first. But anyway, there is room in the academy for you. And we are all on the cutting edge of writing with AI. So come join us because it's fun. And we have cookies. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Good luck. And let me know in the Discord or in the comments here how many words you got today. All right. See if you can beat me. I'm happy to be beaten. Get all the words. Talk to y'all later. See you tomorrow. Bye.